Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Shocks, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to increase your performance on your PC while streaming using Streamlabs OBS. Now I know everybody watching this video has at least had one problem with dropping frames in-game or dropping frames on stream while using Streamlabs OBS, and that's completely normal. It's because Streamlabs OBS does use a lot of processing power if you're not using it correctly and if you don't have it completely optimized. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down to the bottom the bottom left of your screen and hit the circle button and type in stream or whatever, STRA, whatever, to make Streamlabs come up. Then you'll want to right click on it and click on run as administrator. This may not seem like it'll make a big difference, but it's actually the most important step in this video. So when you run as administrator, it puts that application before everything else when allocating processing power and just like resources in general. So when you put run as administrator on Streamlabs, it'll put Streamlabs before your game and before every other application that you're not running as an administrator. This will make it so you don't drop frames while you're streaming, but you'll drop frames in game. Now I know that's not ideal, but you can always just turn on your settings or whatever. So the next step that you want to do is go down to settings, and if you are on a one PC streaming setup with a NVIDIA graphics card, this step applies to you. If not, you guys can skip to the timestamp that I put right on the screen right now. So for the people that do have a NVIDIA card and have one PC, you're going to want to come into the output section of your settings, and right here where it says encoder, you're going to want to change that to NVENC new. Don't use the old one. The old one is nowhere near as good as the new one, and you're doing this because when you're on an NVIDIA card, there is a special chip on that card specifically meant for encoding, while on your processor there's nothing like that. So you're actually not taking any processing ability away from your GPU, and you're just putting it on a new little chip on your GPU. So then all these settings can stay the same except for preset. You're going to want to change this to performance. The differences between quality, max quality, and performance, they're very slim changes, but performance obviously will help a little bit, and the quality is not being lost a lot, so it's not a very big deal. So then you're going to want to change the profile as well to high. It's basically just making it more important to your computer to run this application at the best it can. So then you're going to want to come down to video. If you are downscaling if you're using display capture and your display is 1080p and you're streaming in 720p, whatever you're doing, if you're downscaling when you're streaming, this step is for you. So as you guys can see, my base canvas resolution is 1920 by 1080 and I am streaming in 720p. So if you guys want to get the max performance out of Streamlabs, you're going to want to change it to bilinear or bicubic. Lanczos is very tough on your computer, and it's just unnecessary, to be honest. If you're streaming in 720p, the difference is very, very slim, so I wouldn't worry about losing quality. I use bilinear because it literally looks the same, and obviously all the rest of this can stay the same. Another big thing that you guys can do in Streamlabs OBS is so if you have everything set up in your scenes and stuff, you don't really need to see it anymore. You can right click on the left or right of the preview and just click on performance mode. This actually does a lot for saving resources. Like my CPU usage literally just went down to 1.8% and it was just at 9, so it actually does help a lot. So after on your desktop, you're gonna want to come down to the bottom of your screen and right click on your taskbar and then click task manager. So let me drag this into frame really fast. Then come up to the top of your screen in Task Manager and you'll see a button that says Details. Click on that and then click your S key to bring it down to all of the things that start with S. So here you'll see Streamlabs OBS.exe. You're going to want to go to the one that is taking up the most like processing power, or like the top 3. So this one, this one, and this one. You're going to right click on them and click Set Priority. Just put this above normal or high. Don't click real time though. That is it's very unnecessary and it could cause problems on your system. So just click on this one, and this one, and just make them all high priority. I'm not going to do that though because I'm not going to start streaming right now. Once you're in here, It may look overwhelming, but it's really not complicated. These are all the apps that are running on your computer. A lot of them, as you guys can see, are literally taking up no resources, so it's not a big deal. The ones that are using the most resources are at the bottom, so just scroll all the way down to the bottom. So as you guys can see, OBS 64, the one that I'm recording with right now, is using 19% of my CPU and 8% of my GPU. So everything that you're not using, like right now I'm not using IQ, so I can click on that, right click, and then click end task, and it may not be saving a lot of processing power, but it's saving a little bit, and every little bit counts. So if you do like all of the ones that are taking even just a little bit, like task manager right now is taking up 1.7%. so if that was a different app and I wasn't showing you guys what to do, I would just close that and I would be saving 1.5% of my CPU, and that could go to Streamlabs OBS. If you have done all of this and you are still dropping frames in game or while you're streaming, it may not be how your PC is optimized. You just may not have enough processing power, so maybe an upgrade is needed, or you can overclock all of your components if they are capable of doing so. I do not recommend this though. Only do this if you really don't care about your PC anymore and you're going to get a new one anyway, because it could damage all of your components that you're using. So if you are in very dire need of those frames, you can do that step, but if not, I highly recommend you don't do that. If this video did help you guys at all, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. I am also streaming all the time at twitch.tv/shocks. I'd appreciate it if you guys could go stop by there, and we have a cool little community going on there. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.